Hello everyone, I'm Chris with Dream Studios. I am back with a model demonstration. So let's go ahead and take a look. I present to you Nurhachi, first emperor of Manchu dynasty. More specifically, this is his funerary urn, seen in the Temple of Doom. I recreated this ornately decorated prop as a 3D printable model. In the coming days, I'll be releasing the full build-up tutorial, where I'll be demonstrating how to start with translucent parts and paint faux jade through a process of translucent paint layering. For now, let's have a look at the 3D model I created. The second portion of this video will take a look at the first 3D prints. Then, I'll be spending a few minutes in Chidubox showing you how to orient and vent your parts for the best 3D printed results. Let's begin. Here is Nurhachi, first emperor of the Manchu dynasty. These are the first test prints. I thought I'd do a little test and wash this one in isopropyl alcohol. This one also washed, but then this one rinsed with water and cured. This one, no water and cured. So it's a very slight difference when you guys make this. I'm liking the more opaque version. This guy, I think this guy is going to be, will take paint and maybe look a little bit better, more like jade than the clear, but honestly, they're really close. I plan on using translucent paints, browns, greens, yellow, blue, in translucent layers. So here is a look inside the urn. Plenty of space in here for storage, whatever you want to put in there. Lid goes on really easy. So yeah, this is your first look at the first test prints in clear of the STL digital file of Nurhachi I just made. Welcome to this section of the video. I'm going to show you how I set these parts up for successful printing. This took me a couple tries. So there's a couple folders in your packet. We've got curated photos and the STL zip folders. When you unzip the STL, we have two parts, the lid and the body. Okay, I can print both of these on the Elegoo Saturn all at once. Actually, if you have a Mars, let me show you the Mars. It's kind of fun. I noticed I've got a Mars 2 Pro, but I noticed that there is enough space if I turn this on its side to print this project on a Mars. It's not a huge thing, but it fits a Mars. I was really pleased to see that. So you'd print this first and then print your lid. But anyways, I am setting this up on the Elegoo Saturn S. And let me show you the best way to print these parts. So I'm going to take this body, and this took me a couple tries, but I found if you turn it upside down, this prints the best like this. So I'm just going to lean it slightly to one side, and we can take a look. These walls are about 5 millimeters thick, solid walls. They work great. There's really not a need to hollow this. So I'm just going to leave it solid. The lid, I am going to hollow, so let's go ahead and hit our hollow feature here. We're going to go with a 3.3 wall thickness on this lid. Okay, so this gives us a bit of a hollow. Once we have that hollow, as I usually do, I will knock in a drain hole or two. Actually, just one will work. Let's make a 14 millimeter drain hole. Maybe a little bigger. 20. Alright, 20 millimeter drain hole. Let's just knock it right through there. That's going to let that resin drain out. It's going to let me cure the inside, and there will never be a chance of this cracking later. So I'm just going to take this, just tilt it a tiny bit. I'm going to tilt it this way so this stem is pointing upwards, and go ahead and support that. Okay, and let's take a look underneath. This is all hidden, so we can actually just go, if you wanted, with a few extra supports. Just a couple extra, it's not going to hurt anything. Okay, that is finished. Body, same thing. We're going to just go ahead and get into our supports. I have the default set at medium. I've got a density of 66. And this worked out perfect on my print yesterday. And there we go. Again, we're going to take a look underneath. We see a support network inside the urn. We see supports here on the outside, barely. Mostly they're on the lip. And I am good with that. All right, and I'm just going to slice this, and this should work as long as you've got your printer settings dialed in for your clear resin and your machines dialed in. Give it a go. Thanks for tuning in. Learn more about this model in the links provided in this video's description. Hey, if you enjoyed this content, feel free to leave a comment. I appreciate your support. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.